explore, learn, transform. Kotoba Camp.
Reward.
Reward.
To give something in return for good work or behavior. Something given in return for good work, behavior, or achievement.
奖励、报酬、酬谢、奖赏。
Neuroscientists discovered that certain brain regions activate when animals anticipate a food reward. Honeybees communicate the location of nectar sources to their hive mates, leading to collective reward-seeking behavior.
Ancient civilizations used intricate reward systems to maintain social order and encourage civic participation.
Positive reinforcement through small rewards has proven effective in language acquisition among young learners.
The monetary reward for solving complex mathematical problems often drives innovation in computational methods.
Rewarding.
Rewarding.
This collaborative project has been particularly rewarding for all team members involved. Rewardable.
Rewardable. Outstanding academic achievements are rewardable through various scholarship programs.
Compensation, recognition, incentive, prize.
补偿、认可、激励、奖品。
Penalty, punishment, deprivation, loss.
惩罚、处罚、剥夺、损失。
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Extremely silly or unreasonable, deserving mockery.
荒谬的、可笑的、不合理的、荒唐的。
The claim that ancient monuments were built by extraterrestrial beings seems utterly ridiculous to archaeologists. The once popular theory about spontaneous generation of life from non-living matter proved ridiculous after experimentation.
Some ancient medical practices now seem ridiculous, yet they laid the foundation for modern medicine.
Environmental scientists found the notion of unlimited natural resources increasingly ridiculous as evidence mounted.
The economic assumptions behind this market prediction are simply ridiculous given current global trends.
Ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness.
The ridiculousness of these pseudoscientific claims becomes apparent under careful scrutiny. Ridiculously.
Ridiculously. The cost of implementing this solution would be ridiculously high compared to its benefits.
Absurd, preposterous, ludicrous, foolish.
荒谬的、荒唐的、可笑的、愚蠢的。
Sensible, reasonable, rational, logical.
明智的、合理的、理性的、逻辑的。
Ripe.
Ripe.
Fully developed, mature, ready for use or implementation.
成熟的、熟的、时机成熟的、准备好的。
Plant biologists study the chemical changes that occur as fruits transition from unripe to ripe states. The conditions were ripe for the development of early agricultural societies in fertile river valleys.
Volcanic deposits create soil conditions ripe for agricultural development after several years of weathering.
The economic climate appears ripe for implementing sustainable energy initiatives across multiple sectors.
The archaeological site reveals evidence of settlements dating to a time ripe for cultural exchange.
Ripeness.
Ripeness.
The ripeness of ideas in quantum mechanics led to revolutionary developments in physics. Ripening.
Ripening. The ripening process involves complex hormonal changes that affect fruit texture and flavor.
Mature, developed, ready, seasoned.
成熟的、发展的、准备好的、老练的。
Immature, unripe, green, premature.
不成熟的、未熟的、青涩的、过早的。
Rival.
Rival.
A person, group, or thing competing with another. To compete or compare within quality or achievement.
竞争者、对手，与竞争相匹敌。
Darwin's theory of evolution faced rival explanations for species diversity in the natural world. Ancient civilizations often developed rival astronomical systems to track celestial movements.
Neanderthals and early modern humans were rival species competing for similar ecological niches.
Different economic theories offer rival interpretations of market behavior during financial crises.
Quantum mechanics and classical physics present rival frameworks for understanding atomic phenomena.
Rivalry.
Rivalry.
The rivalry between different schools of thought sparked innovative approaches in cognitive psychology. Rivalrous.
Rivalrous. The rivalrous relationship between these two theories led to significant advances in evolutionary biology.
Competitor, opponent, adversary, contender.
竞争者、对手、敌手、争夺者。
Ally, partner, collaborator, associate.
盟友、伙伴、合作者、同事。
Roam.
Rome.
To move about or travel aimlessly or unsystematically, especially over a wide area.
漫游、漫步、流浪、徘徊。
Prehistoric megafauna roamed across vast territories before their eventual extinction. Early human populations roamed through diverse landscapes in search of food and shelter.
Marine biologists track how whales roam across ocean basins during their annual migrations.
Electrons roam freely through conductors, creating electrical current under specific conditions.
Ancient nomadic cultures roamed extensively across Central Asian steppes, spreading cultural influences.
Roaming.
Roaming.
The roaming patterns of migratory birds reveal complex navigational abilities. Roamer.
Roamer. Desert roamers developed sophisticated methods for finding water in arid environments.
wander, drift, ramble, traverse.
漫游、漂泊、漫步、穿越。
settle, stay, remain, anchor.
定居、停留、保持、固定。
Roll.
Roll.
To move by turning over and over. To rotate. The act or result of rolling. A list or register.
滚动、旋转、名册、清单。
Glaciers slowly roll rocks across landscapes, creating distinctive geological formations. Tectonic plates roll beneath one another in subduction zones, reshaping Earth's crust.
Sound waves roll through the air as longitudinal vibrations, creating complex acoustic patterns.
Ocean currents roll massive volumes of water across global basins, affecting climate patterns.
Evolutionary changes roll through populations over generations, leading to species adaptation.
Rolling.
Rolling.
The rolling motion of particles in fluid dynamics reveals fundamental physical principles. Rollover.
Rollover. The rollover of sedimentary layers provides evidence of ancient geological processes.
Rotate, revolve, turn, spin.
旋转、转动、转向、旋转。
Stop, halt, freeze, stabilize.
停止、停顿、冻结、稳定。
Romantic.
Romantic.
Relating to romance, idealistic and emotional. A person with romantic ideals.
浪漫的、理想主义的、浪漫主义者。
The Romantic movement in art emphasized emotional expression and the sublime beauty of nature. The Romantic poets viewed nature as a source of spiritual and emotional enlightenment.
Gothic architecture embodied Romantic ideals through its soaring spires and intricate stone carvings.
Musical compositions of the Romantic era explored unprecedented emotional depths and personal expression.
The Romantic vision of wilderness shaped early conservation movements in North America.
Romanticism.
Romanticism.
Romanticism challenged the rationalist principles of the Enlightenment through artistic expression. Romanticize.
Romanticize. Historical accounts often romanticize the achievements of ancient civilizations.
Idealistic, passionate, emotional, imaginative.
理想主义的、热情的、感性的、富有想象力的。
Realistic, practical, rational, logical.
现实的、实际的、理性的、逻辑的。
Rough.
Rough.
Having an uneven or irregular surface, harsh or difficult or unpleasant situation.
粗糙的、不平的、艰难的、困难的。
Ancient fossils preserved in rough sedimentary rocks provide insights into prehistoric life forms. Rough terrain in mountainous regions creates unique microclimates and ecological niches.
The rough surface of plant leaves helps protect them from excessive water loss and UV radiation.
Quantum mechanics presents a rough challenge to our intuitive understanding of physical reality.
Marine organisms must adapt to rough ocean conditions during seasonal storm patterns.
Roughness.
Roughness.
Surface roughness significantly affects the aerodynamic properties of aircraft wings. Roughen.
Roughen. Weathering processes gradually roughen exposed rock surfaces over time.
Coarse, uneven, harsh, rugged.
粗糙的、不平的、严厉的、崎岖的。
Smooth, gentle, easy, refine.
平滑的、温和的、容易的、精致的。
Routine.
Routine.
A regular way of doing things in a particular order, a fixed program, performed as part of a regular procedure rather than for a special reason.
例行程序、常规、日常工作、常规的、日常的。
Scientists have developed a routine procedure for analyzing soil samples that can detect even trace amounts of environmental contaminants. The laboratory technician follows a strict routine when handling potentially hazardous materials to minimize risk of contamination.
Many species of birds follow migratory routines that have evolved over thousands of years in response to seasonal changes.
The professor emphasized that establishing a consistent study routine is essential for mastering complex academic material.
The research team implemented a new data collection routine that significantly improved the accuracy of their field observations.
Routinely.
Routinely.
Archaeologists routinely use carbon dating to determine the age of organic artifacts found at excavation sites. Routinization.
Routinization. The routinization of laboratory procedures has enabled more consistent experimental results across different research facilities.
Procedure, regimen, protocol, pattern.
程序、养生法、协议、模式。
Innovation, improvisation, variation, spontaneity.
创新、即兴创作、变化、自发性。
Rub.
Rub.
To move something back and forth or up and down against a surface with pressure, the act of rubbing, a problem or difficulty.
摩擦、擦、困难、障碍。
Glacial movements rub against rock surfaces, creating distinctive geological formations. Sand particles continuously rub against coral reefs, affecting their structural integrity.
Tectonic plates rub against each other, generating seismic waves and earthquakes.
Ancient civilizations discovered fire by rubbing wooden sticks against harder surfaces.
Wind-blown particles rub against rock surfaces, creating unique desert formations.
Rubbing.
Rubbing.
Continuous rubbing between rock layers reveals patterns of geological movement. Rubber.
Rubber. Natural rubber extraction transformed global industrial production methods.
Scrub, polish, massage, chafe.
擦洗、擦亮、按摩、摩擦。
Separate, divide, split, detach.
分开、分割、分裂、分离。
Well done! Take a break and remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's keep our learning motivation fresh.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.